What's going on, you guys? Like what you got to another one take review. This is your boy Big Dog back a review for Black Clover episode 108. And let's just be honest, people. Let's just put it out there in the air. Let's just get it out the way. I didn't see that coming. Alright. And we saw the preview by Noelle getting the arm and yada yada. That's cool. No. That's not the most important thing. That's not the biggest thing that happened this episode. Zora showing up and they've been saving everybody. No, that's not the biggest thing that happened this episode. The biggest thing that happened this episode had to do with Nozel Silva and his whole revelation that nobody, I don't care if you was a manga reader, anime only watcher, you didn't predict that. No, I'm saying like beforehand. You know, whoever was reading the manga, you didn't see him that whole thing coming about. You legit thought he didn't like this girl. You thought he was ashamed of his little sister. You know, he thought she didn't need to be royalty. Like it was unbefitting of royalty. And then you find out this dude did all of this. He like belittled her and made her feel bad and didn't want her to fight because he didn't want to risk her dying because she looked so much like his mother. He didn't want to have to go through that experience again. Listen, man, I'm not going to forget. I still just can't necessarily say I forgive him from all the other stuff he's done. You know what I'm saying? But after you look at it in hindsight for his reasoning, I mean, you kind of just got to be like, hey, man. Hey, man. That's exactly kind of how I feel after this episode because it makes me start thinking about the Captain Vermilion. Like when he went down, you saw how Nozel was feeling. Then I'm like, okay, you care? Because even then I was like, he actually does have feelings. This guy isn't as cold hard as you think he is. And so that along with this, I'm like, wow, this guy just has to keep up this image and do certain things to protect people or like protect his feelings. I'm like, wow, you're all right. Now, never solid, still horrible human beings. Terrible. You saw how weak they are compared. Like, I'm not necessarily weak. It's just like the shit they said was like legit. They thought how they thought. They didn't like Noelle. They picked on her all her life. And like you never saw during the flashback, you never saw Nozel picking on her, which is something you're not really thinking about. It's just like, man, he's older, he don't really care about all that. But no, it's just like I just have to do this right now. Like they really don't like it. But me, I just want to protect her. So I'm gonna let these people say this and that about it. So I get to the end of the episode, you're like, wow. And also, the fight versus Kevin was a good fight. Noelle put like her flooding the whole area, genius. Definitely a Black Bulls move because it's just like, hey, well, we gonna see you hold their breath longer. You know what I'm saying? Genius. Well, actually, they shouldn't have to because Nozel used like and engulfed them, like caged them in like mercury, which I did not know. I never knew what his power was. I just like, dude got silver water. I mean, it's an anime, so it's definitely believable. I'm like, oh, because it was all liquid, but like, oh no, he's actually steel, and he got that his attribute from his mother, Nozel, Nebra, and Solid. They all got their fathers too, which is water. They never mentioned ever. By the way, just gotta put that out there. And then we get a showdown at the end between Nozel. And like, it's crazy because Solid and Nebra out of commission. Solid literally can still fight. He just lost his will to fight. Weakling, pathetic, just garbage all around. But Zora shows up. He's just the coolest dude. And he's like, yeah, I knew some stuff was going to go down. And he just, you kind of forget that he was even there. I did. I forgot that he had went to the Royals, their house. You know what I'm saying? I forgot he was out doing his own thing. But he pops up in a time like they definitely needed him because they didn't have. Noelle can take all those people by herself, and then he probably basically gave Nozel like a kick in the butt. Like, dude, you're supposed to be a captain, a royal. What is up with you? And you over here laid out like people over here gotta save you, which is kind of like honestly makes Nozel look. He looked good and bad this episode because Noelle came through in the clutch and got the dub with her new Valkyrie, which just looks amazing. Okay, I can't wait to see her use it some more. And I can't wait to see her fight somebody who actually uses more physical attacks other than like throwing stuff. Because I really like hand to hand a lot. So I can't wait to see her go against somebody like that. I would love to see her and Asta training against each other because she would have to find a way. Like, this guy had to sword, have to die. Like, that would be a dope, like, little training stuff. But nonetheless, Silva, Nozel, like, you're a captain. Get up. Like, do something. And you did see him, like, the teamwork between all three of them. And then you start to realize, like, hey, the elves, they're strong. Yes, they're strong. But a lot of things have been developed. And I've always said this. I'm like, the elves don't realize how far humanity has come and the new abilities that they have. And, like, that's going to be their downfall. And that definitely was their downfall this episode. And I think that's going forward. If they don't... Now... of course I'm rooting for the Royal Knights, but it's just I need the elves to be more like keen to, hey, this is not how it was when we died. These people, they are much stronger. They have far more abilities than we used to know them to have. And like, so we're not at a disadvantage, but we have to be very, very smart about how we go about this, because if not, this whole plan of us trying to take them down is not gonna work, because three Magic Knights just basically took down, I think it was like 5 or maybe 6 L's. You got to get some going, So we're going to see. I think it's still like the L's still got some stuff up their sleeves. I'm wondering, but as far as like this whole battle, I'm wondering why none of the L's like lost their cool and like went to that next level, or like, basically about to lose themselves. I'm kind of wondering did it only happen with certain L's at certain times, or I thought it would be something that would happen with all of them, because some of the other L's that it happened to weren't significant. But it happened. It happened to the one with Luck. It happened to the one from the elf that from part of the Purple Orchis. Like, all of those guys did it, but none of these guys happened to do it. So I'm kind of wondering what's going on with that. And as well as they are still elves. They haven't been cured or freed or anything like that. So I'm kind of wondering, do they wake up, or are they just knocked out for a while? That's another thing. Cause I kind of feel like I ain't gonna say inconsistent. It's just weird that like every time before this we saw when the elf fought, they had to like either be freed. But then again, no, never mind, cause I forgot who the 2 people that Austin first fought back in the hideout. They just knocked them out. I think it was Klaus and the other guy, the fat guy. So yeah, maybe that's not true. But yeah, you guys let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comment. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I catch up with you guys later.